Now, what did I want? No, that's not right. Also, if you can hear me and you can see me, welcome. I'll just be with you guys shortly for anyone that is early. I'm just getting set up and making sure everybody can see and hear me and my camera is not going to tip over. Just grab up chat and hope I'm... Wait for it to load. And maybe adjust that camera. I am in a, well, it's not a dressing gown, it's a work overall. Work overall. So it is a work overall. Let nobody tell you otherwise. Oh dear, something is going to fall here. Just make sure coughs are gone out of me and my everything. Hello. Right, so I'm just gonna, I keep an eye, but I'll be in and out. What was I gonna do? Yeah. Okay, I can see chat, so that is good. I'll just adjust the camera because I'm watching on stream. No, don't like that angle. Pity now I can't get more over the shoulder, but anyway. Yeah, so I guess everybody can see and hear me, but yeah, we're just getting set up. Live stream 20. Live stream. And by the way, hello everyone that is here, and thank you for joining me. I'm not interacting much yet, but oh no. I skipped a page. That's so annoying. So the live stream 20. Date. Time. New time. So 1 p.m. It's probably better for everybody. What was I thinking going earlier? I don't know. In future, I might switch it to 2. I'm not going to think too much about it. I'll do 1 for now. But if 2 seems to suit better, I can do 2. But I'll see how 1 goes. Subject. What on earth? Okay. What is that? Oh, okay. Sunday. So Sunday. Oh, hi, Mama. Hello. Welcome. Well, I'm trying to think what day it is. It's Sunday. It's the 2nd. There we go. 2nd of the 8th. Yeah, okay, Crimson. Yes, I kind of had an idea, all right, that we were familiar. And Crimson, you have been in and out of live streams anyway. So yeah, so pleased to meet you once again. We cross paths, but thank you for joining. And if it's too early, I still don't know if 1 is too early for people. But anyway, I'm just going to roll with it. I don't want to clash with other people later. But I can switch to 2, but it might clash with other people. But 1 is probably the better time. Yes, I know, August the 2nd. Wow, I couldn't believe when I seen my calendar yesterday and I said, oh my goodness, August already. It still feels like May or June. The year's flying. Subject, so stained glass. Now, I'm not actually going to do stained glass. I know, but I am going to kind of go for that effect, I hope. Yeah, I know it's probably early for you US guys. Me, but I don't know. You don't have to say. Please don't if you don't feel comfortable. I don't know what part of the world you are from. But yeah, if you don't want to say, don't say. But I know US people like Mama and I think you Crimson as well are indignation. Indignation, indication. Oh, Whiskers. Crimson. I'll say crimson. But yeah, indignation. Where was I going? But yeah, it's probably morning. It's probably morning for you. But it is about 1 o'clock in the day for me. So I have just had lunch and I think my camera is good. So oh, you're from US as well. Okay, okay, cool, cool. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I don't want to ask because and don't tell me if you're not comfortable. I'm just gonna light this. Actually, maybe I won't light that. Not today, because I might be a little bit might be a little bit dangerous. But anyway. Yeah, yeah. Some people are. It's just I'm kind of trying to get a figure out because I know, Mama, you usually stream later on and well, it's evening for me, but you usually stream in the afternoon, so the later I push it back, the more I'm going to clash with other people, so I don't want to do that. But I think um for now one works. And I keep adjusting this camera because something is telling me that it is not right. And yet it feels like, yeah, I lowered down. Um, I want to get one of those hanger basically and just hang it from my my top, but don't want to flash you all. So no, I might that might not work. But yeah, I just prefer maybe an over the shoulder look. I think we're okay. I'm just seeing this on my screen in front of me. I think that's okay. So below, right. You don't stream me. Yeah, yeah, I know you don't. And that's okay. And yeah, I know, and if you push it back, it's late. I know, and Goober, I think it was the only one that seemed to be suiting was Goober, who is coincidentally not in chat yet. So yeah, I know, and he used to be, it was 6 for him, so now it's probably 7, but he might show up, we'll see. And I might get some people from my end of the world showing up, and yes, I know. Now, so I waste a little bit more time, but yeah, strawberries. These are so yeah, origin. So quite well. Yeah, he might be busy with his little dog. Yeah, he might be. So, but he probably knows anyway. But anyway, whether he does or not, it's okay. But yeah, so crinkle crinkle. I got some strawberries, and I told my basically I. Well, I didn't really, but I bullied my grandmother because she was shopping for them yesterday. I said, get the biggest ones you can find. That's a tiddler. That is a tiddler of a strawberry. No joke. I think I'm out of the big strawberry season, but a few weeks ago there was one and it was that, no joke, it was the size of my fist. That's the biggest one in the pack so far. So that's the biggest baby we got so far. But yeah, so a few of them anyway. So and little tiddlers, like that's a baby one. I was going to be kind of funny and draw like a little smiley face on one and like he have it there. I might still do that, but I'm just concerned that the ink I use might not be safe for human consumption. And yeah, Mama, you are right. It is probably the end of the season for them. And I was getting massive ones a few weeks prior to this. Sadly not. And I should have actually thought to bring blackberries. Now, next September, so next month is September, it's the season for them. So I'll probably get some blackberries instead. But anyway, I got the last of the strawberries. And yeah, there is cake pens. I actually have never seen them here. So get away from my strawberries. Nah, if the technology was there, I would buy everybody and I would give them all to everybody, but sadly not. But yeah, I was going to draw. I know what you mean. There is a little cake, an icing kind of pen. I've never seen them. Never seen them. But yeah, not here anyway. So I wonder what people do here. I don't know. But anyway, there's one there. Crimson, you don't enjoy. Okay, isn't that funny now? I'm the opposite of you. I actually really love strawberries themselves. Just out of the box, I would eat them. But I actually don't like strawberry flavor. Now that's the opposite, so that is funny, all right. But yeah, yeah. What gives? You know, everyone is different. Mm. I'm the same. I kind of there's certain things I like the flavor of, but I don't like the fruit of. And I just can't think of what they are now. There's some I like lemon flavor. Obviously, I don't like the fruit. So, and I better get on with things because it is 1 minute past. I'm not sure how long I'm going to go for. I think maybe a short, maybe an hour and a half. That being said, I always kind of just sort of end up going a little bit more over time, and depending on chat, I get distracted. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Goober, you showed. Hi, hi. How is your little puppy? Yeah, lemon and blueberry. Now, blueberries are not a fruit I like, but the flavor is nice. And yeah, we weren't talking about you, but hi Goob and welcome. But you showed up. How's your little dog? Oh my goodness. How's the little baby? Did you call her Cinnamon? Is there one? You have a dog called Cinnamon, don't you? I'm just going to show what I've done. So the last live stream, I drew some plant people. We probably, if people were here, we remember that. So yeah, I drew the plant people. Now I do cheat. I have them kind of drawn a little bit in, and there's one particular fella here. Now I drew him last week. And you've probably seen him on the Discord anyway, but yeah, and I'm going to finish him off in chat. So I drew the plant people. Latte. Oh, I didn't know it was latte. Oh, that's perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Latte and cinnamon, like cinnamon latte. I get it. I get it. I love it. I love it. I know, Crimson. Shh, Crimson, don't say. But yeah, I do because I never finish anything. I never finish. Yeah, that is a mushroom toadstool, and we'll come on to mushrooms in a little bit. But yeah, that is a mushroom toad because these are this petal and laburnum, and she finds a mushroom toad. We'll come more onto the mushroom people later, but I did some. I know I feel like such a cheater. I don't start off with a blank page. I used to, and I could never finish it. But yeah, a little bit. You'll see in a little while. And I did my little medieval pony. So yeah, so I did that, and these are my little medieval ponies. I went for some trips around. Yeah, sometimes you gotta live. That's it. You gotta live. I went for some trips around and I was on holiday and I thought this month I'm not going to get a lot done because I'm on holiday. I basically spent all of my holiday reading and drawing and looking at old things. So yeah, yeah, I think that's why I probably have a little bit more than I keep adjusting the camera. I'm going to drive you all mad by the end of this stream. But yeah, these are my centaurs. So these are Tal and Archeron. I wasn't happy with the first. Yeah, you do, Goob. You do. I agree. I do agree. Now, Mama, I said beforehand, this is my work overall that I'm wearing. It's not anything. It's not loungewear. It's a work overall. So. You better believe it is. And I have my my tablecloth. But anyway, so yeah, these are Talon Archeron. I wasn't that happy with this, so I redid them, and I wasn't happy with their colors or markings. They are centaurs. So I did that first, wasn't happy with it. So I transformed them into this, and I'm still kind of not happy with them. But anyway, yeah, so that's kind of what they look like. So they're kind of centaur creatures. Now this is a better pose, I think. I prefer it, but yeah, I'm still a little bit in doubt over them, but I prefer that iteration of them. Oh yeah, I don't like these. Ian Dre. Now, funnily enough, well, it's not in any way linked, but you just reminded me of something. I drew these are kind of vintage stickers, and I redrew them in Summerween, and I made one short of them, and it absolutely tanked for some reason. I don't know why. So then I sort of gave up, and then I was really cross that I left them. And thank you, Crimson. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I was really annoyed it and crossed it. I left these girls. So then I went and redid them, and I still don't like still don't like them. But anyway, oh, thank you. Thank you. Are we maybe a little bit, are we too far away? I think we might be too far away. And certainly for what's coming up, I hope to get a little bit closer. There. Perfect. That is perfect. So my yeah, so this is Skeleton Lady and Brimstone. So my speaking of fire mages, speaking of you, boy, there's another of your species coming up. But yeah, this is Skeleton Lady, and I never draw her on her own. So yeah, so I did, and I'm happy with it. And yeah, thanks. Goob. But yeah, so and she's quite tall, so I like kind of making her quite tall. Yeah, so I drew her, and then Hugh, yeah, Hugh Henrietta. He lounged about in my sketchbook for the whole time I was on holiday, and then last week I did a mad rush where I finished him because I don't like leaving things unfinished. And yeah, Hugh or Henrietta, so Henrietta, Hugh, the son, Tiernan. So yeah, I did that, and shape shifting. I'm not sure if it is convincing. I don't know, but I did it anyway. And Renaissance, yeah, I know what you mean. Oh, thank you. Well, now funny, I do love that style, and medieval, I kind of would gravitate towards. Yeah, so Hugh and Henrietta, I'm still, yeah, I do like the page, but yeah, I'm not sure if I have shape shifting quite down. Now, mushrooms. Remember when I spoke of mushroom people? Well, I spoke of mushroom toads. As I drew the mushroom toad, I was thinking, well, what if there's a mushroom person? So there's plant people. Now, what if there's the darker version of that? And they are mushroom people. So yeah, so this guy is yeah, mushroom. Mushroom boy. Yeah. Henrietta. Okay, she reminds me of a character that's like a sweet old lady. Yeah, so Henrietta is quite a looker, all right, and her male, like when she shifts into Hugh, he's not exactly what you would call a looker, but there is something about him. But yeah, so when he shifts into Henrietta, he is. You're right, he does, and I kind of wanted to get that, and yeah, so here is Sporasus. So, oh my goodness, family members talking. Shush. Oh no. Okay, no, they're not. Yeah, so this is Sporasus, and he has these little like basically like a person and mushroomy. So yeah, and he's sort of if anybody knows Barbie, the Barbie films, if I think I'm not sure which Barbie film, but if anyone knows Perminger, oh my goodness, that was who I was thinking of all the time I was drawing Sporasus. That kind of villainy, that particular brand of villainy. So that particular brand, I just drew these randomly. I'm not sure what to make of any of these, so I'm not that I'm not happy with them, but they could be expanded. And yes, the centaurs. So more centaurs. So these ones are, I was going to do real charcoal gray. Yeah, so Barbie, yeah, and he's kind of, he's kind of, I'd imagine he would make quite a Disney villain if we were to center it in a plant world. But yeah, these are my centaurs, and as I was drawing them on holiday, I was thinking about doing it charcoal. But then I thought, well, why don't I just do it? I didn't have a lot of supplies, so why don't I just do them in all black ink? And I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, you were saying, Meep, about Renaissance. Indeed, I was looking at Renaissance gowns and Renaissance dresses and Renaissance everything. And yeah, I'm really happy with how they both ended up. So they were just kind of switch your brain off centaurs. Oh my goodness, this is getting exhausting to talk through what I have done. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair, but take me anywhere. what's the next line? We won't say it, but these are mushroom ladies and one mushroom man. So if you can hear any noises, forgive me because there is quite a lot of noise in the background. But yeah, so these are my mushroom ladies, and I was thinking as I was drawing them, ladies in suits, so kind of slightly 1920s, 30s kind of look to them, would be really cool. And I really like these. I kind of like the kind of toxic sort of colorations of them, and I did an underpaint, and so I painted the whole page in watercolor green, and then went over it in acrylic. So yeah, so they have an underpainting of green underneath, and we're going to talk more about underpaintings in a little bit. But oh, is it? Oh, good, Crimson. Yeah, because there is quite a lot of door slamming and talking and occasionally barking. So yeah, so quite a lot of noise. I always think on videos, can people hear that? Thank you. Yeah, no, that's good. I'm always sometimes you think the sounds are going to be different, but thank you. And then these were bone. I have a challenge artist I follow on Instagram put up bone collector. So that was the challenge. And these guys, so I have more of these guys done. I know me, you're going to be so happy. I was doing more of them last night. So yeah, babies, yeah, you're going to see them in a little bit. Not going to work on them this stream. Well, I might, but now we get to the man and, well, creature of the hour. So this is the book. This is Conrad, and yeah, you can see the kind of knightly look. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I remember you. Yeah, welcome back, welcome back. And by the way, I hope everybody is having a nice Sunday. I forgot to greet everyone. But I hope everybody is having a nice Sunday. And I hope everybody, their Sunday is treating them well. And I hope their week ahead is going to be really, really good. But yeah, and welcome back, Mama. So this guy, so Conrad, and this is Conrad, and this is Ignitus, my fire mage. I drew, you have an Apple pencil? Oh my goodness. Ooh, that sounds really cool, actually. And what can you do with that? Of course, me, like when I was in school, I would have thought like a pencil with the scent of an apple, but back to the 90s for you. But there's Ignitus, right? So that's Ignitus. So he's a fire mage. So I have drawn him again, and I do struggle with his character consistency. But yeah, so we're going to do more of him later. And oh yeah, Apple. I was thinking digital, all right. I was guessing that's what it was. Yeah, and good. If you are drawing along with me, let me know and tell me what you are drawing, and Meep or Crimson or anyone, if you are, let me know. So this is Conrad, and I spoke about underpainting. I did an underpainting for this, so there's a reason he looks like cottage cheese. But yeah, so there is a reason, and I really wanted his glowing. I really wanted this really arterial glow off him. And what I did was I basically painted him in white gouache, and then I went over him in acrylic, and that is an underpainting as well, and that's why he looks like camembert cheese. So yeah, and you can see if I hold him up slightly, I gave him a little bit of makeup, so I not a lot. You can see I got you've an OC called Chomp, and what are they? What kind of a creature are they? What did they do? So yeah, what I did was I got a little bit of ink, a little bit of I'm not sure what ink it was. I watered it down and I gave him eyeliner and a little tiny bit of a lip, and he's got quite lilac eyes. So you can't see them very well. Now he's done more here. So this was my first iteration of him, and he's a little bit bitey. So as you can see, he's a little bit of a bitey boy. But anyway. And Meet, there is more of your babies. So I haven't finished them yet, but I'm going to be drawing them more, and when they're ready, I will of course post. But I'm going to draw them, and they're sort of sleepy and piling there. Warrior Cats. Oh yeah, Warrior Cats. Oh my goodness, Warrior Cats was honestly, yeah, I remember Warrior Cats too. Oh, wow. That's taken me back. It's such a nostalgia trip. I remember in primary school reading all of those books. There's a lot more of them out now, but and different spin-offs. But yeah, I remember reading the first three anyway. It was a good series. And that is really cool. What color is Champ and what kind of a cat is he? But yeah, here are the babies. So I'm going to do like I think it's Black Moon does her I think it's Black Moon. Think it's Black Moon. But yeah, and I'm going to draw them more kind of like the little faces are going to be black and white. So I want them kind of monochrome. Now, so I won't be doing them on this stream, but if I'm still if there's time left over, I might. Now this is a different notebook. And here is more of Ignitus. So I was thinking for now I might paint Conrad's armor in silver. And I might have a strawberry as well. So here's a strawberry. So the first one. Mm-mm. 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 And I made this tassel as well, a random tassel. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, but here, Moon, you can have it. But yeah, so we're going to start, and I might break for a strawberry every now and again, but this armor, yeah, me, yeah, little tassel. I might make my own bookmark. I made that myself out of, those embroidery skeins. So yeah, so and yeah, I don't know. I can decoration here, there, perfect. I'm not going to put on my paintbrush because that is going to be really distracting. OC party. Oh yes, OC party. Oh my goodness, that reminds me, Mama. In October, we're gonna have if it's not a collab, I'll do my own stream as well. But we're gonna hopefully have OCs. So I'm gonna get random kind of monsters like that I usually let's lower you down, Connie. Or lower me down. Yeah, so random monsters like gorgons and vampires. And yes, figuring out the times. And if Kent shows up, he's going to be really proud of me or really horrified about what I am doing with ink. So I don't know whichever anyway. But yeah, I learned a little bit about ink with Kent. And yeah, Kent is the ink master, as I call him. So if he shows up now, I'll say that to him. But anyway, so I'm going to mix some. I know monsters. A monster. So we are doing a little bit of monstery kind of people today, or certainly non-human. None of my OCs are human, really. Well, apart from one. But yeah. So yeah, in October I'm going to be doing monster. The monster mesh is what I'm calling it. He's a brown Tobby Tam, right? Tabby Tom. He was forced into Blood Clan. His blue eyes and a vine scar. Okay, and a scar on his nose and cheek. Oh my goodness, he's been through the wars. Oh my. Scourge ended up a shock collar. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. He's been through a lot. That's an awful lot. Poor kitty. What do we say? Traumatizing our OCs. Hobby of mine, but anyway. Yeah, so yeah, that does sound not very nice. No. But hopefully now he can overcome that. I should say this is actually calligraphy ink. I just haven't got the money. Well, I do, but I have or the time to go and get acrylic silver ink because it's really expensive. So I just went with calligraphy ink, and I find calligraphy ink actually does the job. And what I'm doing here, so this background here on Conrad is it is actually painted in a mix of calligraphy ink, so it's red and crimson. So crimson, it's your brand, your color. And yeah, it looks like nothing now, but I'm hoping we can get some shade and some shadow with this ink here. Yeah, so and I've put a little bit of the black drawing ink into it, so I'm mixing my inks as I go. I don't know if this is I the more I do it, the less successful I think it is, but yeah, so I think yeah, sometimes I don't know if Kent does arrive, he'll be able to tell me, but you know, kind of does he mix his inks? I don't know. I figured out mixing inks and it works, I think. Now, that being said, the control here, as you can see, I'm not having it, but we'll go ahead. Warrior Cat's very detailed scenes, and yeah, they do actually. They do definitely. There was one particular kitten scene. I think was it Grey Stripe? Yeah, I remember. Oh my goodness, was I 9 reading it? Yeah, yeah, I know. They do have yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, and oh no, Goober, are you feeling okay? You want to head off? Well, that's okay. That's okay. But thank you. If you're gonna head, that's no bother. Please do get better. Please do feel well. Um, and get better soon. Yeah, yeah, get better soon. That is a pity, but let me know anyway how you get on, you know, and with your little dog with Latte too. But sorry to hear that. Oh no. There'll be other streams though, Goob. So, but thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. But that's a pity. Oh dear. Well, we all know what that feels like. It's not good. Random nausea and things like that. Now, this does look like a mess. I feel like, yeah, I know, Goober. Are you sure you're okay? I'm concerned about you, Goob. This kind of looks like now it might be quite boring with the silver. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do a little bit of armor and a little bit of stained glassy kind of look, just to break it up. Because yeah, it might be a little bit boring doing constant silver and talking about him. So I was thinking about with Conrad here. He's overwhelmingly white. And yeah, so with that, I was thinking what colors really go with that, and I wanted to keep them kind of light. So I wanted to keep his lightness kind of like a what would you call oh yes, my finger. Yeah, I know. I have a numerous skin conditions, and I actually wonder, was it these inks? I don't know. I don't think so because I have been working with them again, but for some reason my skin started bubbling. There's another one actually in there, if you can see. It started yeah, it started bubbling and it just started coming off randomly. I know. I like that was the day my skin fell off, but yeah, yeah, it just yeah, and it's if I put a plaster on it and try to wash it, it just won't stay on. So I kind of think, am I better just leaving it? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I didn't even do anything. It just started. There was one day I spilled cold, like tepid coffee on my hand, and I still have a scar from it. It just started randomly bleeding, and yeah, yeah, it was along here somewhere. You can probably see it, and just tepid coffee, and yeah, it just started bleeding and bleeding. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, that's what I did. So you got a new motorbike? Okay, kickstand broke. Oh, I see. I didn't know you had motorbike actually. Didn't know that. Biker, eh? Mm. Interesting. But yeah, that does sound. I had a mishap with my windscreen actually as well, just a random pebble. And now I need to get a new windscreen. So yeah, it's been not a good week, but oh, I hope your foot is okay. But I don't know. I really don't know if it can. I'm just watching it at the moment. It's kind of more not itchy. It's not painful, but it just random skin bubbles. So you're right. Me who needs skin anyway. But yeah, Crimson. Oh, maybe it is this ink. I don't know. Yeah, you need to get out those strawberries again. Yeah, you do, and that reminds me, I'm going to eat one. But yeah, as white as yeah, he is. Yeah, he definitely is. And mm-mm. I was thinking for him. what color here would best suit Conrad, because I still want him to be, what's that phrase now? You're all going to say white knight. You're all going to say it, I know, and whether it's a good or bad thing, I'll hold my silent counsel. But you're all going to say it. But is it a paragon? Is that the phrase? Something like that. But I wanted him to look like one, and that's why I kept him very, very light. And I also wanted him to be like kind of, how do I explain this? Try to put it into words. Yeah, paragon, is it the right word? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it is paragon. It's anything, something like that, but very, very kind of like symbolically like pure of heart. And yeah, exactly. Paladin, yeah, and paragon. And one day he is on his journey, and he comes across, and anyway, the journey goes on and on and on. And it's something paladin or knight of the church or something like that. Yeah, that kind of. One day he comes to, anyway, I'm really bad at telling stories. It's just vibes I go on. And anyway, so the vibe was that he comes to this tower, and he's kind of weak from his journey, and the tower is not it's not abandoned, even though it looks like a ruin. And inside are probably maidens. I don't know, very typical kind of fantasy story. And whether they overpower him because they must be really, really powerful or not, that is indeed his own heart. Please focus, camera. Oh my goodness, please focus. You can probably see it there. I did blur some when I uploaded it online, but that is his own heart. And from that day on, he does say, so the words down here, not particularly old English, but he's telling basically Ignitus, the fire mage, that though I left that tower a different being, I am no less brave or noble than any knight. I will prove that. So basically, the vibe is he left as a vampiric creature. So was he a human beforehand? I don't know. Was he more a kind of a fae? And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his but I have an idea that I like the idea of kind of yeah, something happened along the line, and something irreversible. And I kind of think I like the kind of the idea that there was a corruption there, and yeah, it's kind of a dark kind of idea. I'm not sure how far to go with that, being really, really careful. But yeah, that kind of or some kind of curse or blood magic or something. But yeah, so, and he's kind of yeah, so that's you're a fursuit. Okay, what kind of fursuit? Is it a cat? Do let me know. It is expensive. It is expensive. I am actually making a little banner, like a medieval banner. I'm not going to show it because it is folded away neatly, but it is, yeah, surprisingly expensive. And this is my I'm not very good at calligraphy. Well, I was better at calligraphy, but it's a kind of a trying to fit it in one place. Because I have fear of not enough room for it. So yeah. And I wanted him to look a little bit like if we notice here, he's got claws himself. Fox, okay. Stereotype, Fox. Fox is a cool name. That is a cool name, actually. It's a cool surname as well. But yeah, wow. And are they very difficult to make? Because they always look, anything that they do, they always look so difficult. I'm not very good at the whole, figuring out things like that. I just draw vibes, guys. I just draw vibes, and I just want to draw vibes, and that's all I ever want to do is just vibes. But yeah, they always look. I salute D if you can do things like that are very, very well constructed. I do, because I kind of, a part of me wishes, not necessarily. I kind of wish I could make my own suit of armor, but there you go. Yeah, there you go. But anyway, um, yeah. So and that is him. So I might let this foxes are really cool. Foxes are. The creature, yeah, I was wondering about him as well, or her even, because Ignitus here, I will show again. Ignitus, where are you? Yeah, so Ignitus has so magical creatures, they should have magical steeds. So he does have a unicorn, and this unicorn is called Obscuro. And Obscuro is kind of like fiery as well. So Ignitus's flame doesn't bother him. This is, I think it's a griffin or gryphon. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you're right. Because I was thinking when I was drawing Conrad here, he's got his slightly bird looking clothes. And I was thinking more of like kind of white birds like doves or swans or something. And again with the whole very paleness here. And I was thinking what would suit. So I kind of went with the idea. I was going to do like a giant, like some kind of a swan creature. Now it's kind of more like a typical griffin. So yeah. And no names yet, but maybe I will think of one. But yeah, so I don't know what this griffin thinks of him when he comes out of the tower, and he is now quite changed. A stereotype. Okay, okay. I'm not sure about those words. I think is it kimono? Is that what you mean? But kimonos are really cool. Kimonos are great, actually. I do love. I actually wore a genuine one years ago. Not for anything particular, just at like a school fair kind of thing. It was really heavy and really warm, actually. Surprisingly, I suppose all that silk. But the shoes are really. I couldn't wear them. Hats off to whoever can. But yeah, that was my that was my side tangent. But yeah, I don't know what this Griffin character here makes of Conrad when he comes out of this tower, or escapes from this tower, and he's not quite Fey anymore. He has an extra mouth and needs blood. So and the writing here, so there is writing, and basically what Conrad is saying to his griffin steed is, no, not you, never you, faithful friend and steed. So basically, I'm not going to drink your blood. I just need, I need it, but it's never going to be you because you are faithful to me. So yeah, so he still, I like to think that if he has been corrupted, he still tries to keep his code of chivalry. So that's sort of kind of typical oldie kind of hero stories. So that's the armor anyway, and that is his claws. Now I wonder, could I might outline them all in ink, and then I might move on to stained glass and Ignitus. You made some wings? They look so difficult. How do you make wings? And no, I haven't seen Mama, the girl with the raven and the suit of armor, but she sounds like my kind of girl, honestly. Honestly. Going to eat another big strawberry. Mm-mm. So, or maybe this is a better pen. Yeah, I wonder how you do the wings. Is it a wireframe? And can you buy them, or do you have to sort of oh my goodness, forgive me, water break? Yeah, is it a wireframe kind of? Is that how you do it? Because I'd love to know. I always think about cosplaying, but where I'm from, we don't have a lot of that, so it's kind of like, why would I do it myself? But anyway, mm, I do think about a winged knight as well. It would be quite interesting. Conrad here doesn't have wings, but he does. If you can kind of, have I went wrong already? I think I have, but I put little kind of like metallic kind of feather, like they look like little feathers in his armor. They're not actual feathers, but the kind of the tips like on the shoulders. They look a little bit like wingtips. So I kind of want to keep that slight bird kind of not appeal, but vibes to him. Um, Yeah, I no, Crimson. Yeah, no, you're right. I do have quite some health issues. Yeah, so I do, and I have never. I had surgery last year. I'm not going to really get into it here, but yeah, and I've struggled to build my stamina up again. And I do have summer allergies as well. Yeah, so but yeah, no, you are right, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't have pointed it out, but yeah, no, you're right. You are hearing me a little bit breathless. I have a phlegmy thing as well. Sometimes it gets stuck down the back of my throat. But yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Um, okay, popsicle. Yeah, it must take an awful lot of time. Oh my goodness. I think I might have the patience for something if it was maybe about like 5 inches tall. Not human size. But yeah, so the little so he has his birdie kind of look to him slightly. And I don't know if he has any himself. His body is there's any little feathers, but yeah, no, Mama, I do know though, Crimson, you got some ear, buddy. You really have. Yeah, I do sometimes have yeah, summer allergies, and my stamina sometimes it just drops. But no worries, we cool. And sometimes I am a little bit nervous too, so it makes me kind of gaspy maybe. That's why I have my water as well. Yeah, so you can see here now, are his gauntlets, are they, has he got long claws under? I don't know. I like to think that yes, he does, and the gauntlets kind of would cover, their claws too. And I'm giving them the little, now I'm not going to, off camera, I might paint around them more. I'm not going to give him quite armored fingers just yet. I wanted to look somewhat convincing. But he does have quite the long, kind of scary looking claws. But are they white underneath, white pink? I think. Yeah. So and I don't know what his feet are like. Chicken feet. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't cosplay. I'd love to. I'd love to cosplay as my own characters, but I'd be walking around by myself and nobody would know who I am. But Mama, you do. Yeah, me. I know. I sometimes, yeah, yeah. Please breathe. Please don't collapse. If I get really excited now, I'm gonna, or I get really, really into what I'm talking about. Yeah. My other mod Oscar, if he shows up in chat, he'll know all about it. Yeah, I know, I would love to, but I kind of think a lot of them. I like to put a lot into the costumes of the clothing and things that of the OCs I draw, and I just think, gosh, making that somewhat convincing must be really really difficult. Now I'll do Birdie here, and then I'll go to Ignitus because I do want to cover quite a lot of ground. It's always kind of, you always set out to do things, and in stream, and you either don't get to do them or you do. But I don't think I'm going to have a lot of time to do everything. Oh, has been Hotel is quite the characters there. Yeah, I can imagine anybody would make great cosplays of them because they are really great looking characters. Yeah, they are good looking characters actually, and their color schemes are quite similar, aren't they? So yeah, I can imagine. I've seen a few cosplays on the likes of Instagram of like Lucifer and the like from Hell of a Boss, Has Been Hotel, things like that, and yeah, really good. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. Would I wear a wig? I just think anything on my head is not. It's just overwhelming for me, sensory kind of wise. So yeah, I'd imagine they're quite itchy or something, or kind of hard to keep in place sometimes. I don't know, maybe they're not. I don't know, but, yeah, I've heard that they can be. That's it, more so. I'm gonna maybe off camera or maybe back when I go to the sky, I might do little spikes, or little sort of, what are they called? Certainly a shine with the armor. Certainly, yeah, shine with the armor because I don't know, have I done it convincing? I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I was looking at a lot of horse armor from the 15th century, and when trying to translate it to a Gryphon body, didn't work out. So yeah, I'm sort of making it up as I go along. But yeah, I don't think it matters so far. I'm just having fun here. So that's all really that matters. Now, so and I'm not going to go anywhere near Conrad's face here. Um, yeah, a half werewolf. I know the contact lenses. Um, yeah, the contact lenses are I don't like anything near eyes. I think eye things can be really scary for me. I don't like eye drops. I don't like things like that. So it's kind of like, oh no, I never worn contacts and I never will. Because I just can't get around that fact that something is near my eyeball. So yeah, no. That's a fear for me. Eye things, yeah, eye things. And funnily enough, I love monsters with strange eyes, but not real things. Yeah, go. Yeah, I mean, if there is something you want to say, Crimson, do. Cancelled? Oh no! Oh no! Ah. Mm. Now, so I'm not going to do the reins on Conrad yet. What I am going to do, however, is so how are we doing on time? We're coming up to 2. I might let Conrad here dry and I might go on to some stained glass. So this is Ignitus. And Conrad, I'll put you up. Well, I do. Yeah, I do kind of. I try to talk slower, but I think I'm talking at just the right pace. Honestly. But yeah, it depends on if I'm. Kind of depends on I certainly talking and walking. Yeah, I do walk at a slower pace now because of my stamina. But yeah. How slow is slow, I wonder. But yeah, it's a conscious thing. It would take quite a little bit of effort. But yeah, I'm not going to really talk. I don't think I can manage talking slower, honestly. I just gotta get out my inks now, so and go on a water break. Yeah, I mean it's fitness wise. Yeah, it is that. Yeah, I did lose quite a lot of it last year, and yeah, I've been slowly building it up. Yeah, so yeah. Oh no, don't tell me that's ah. Yeah, it does. Oh, depends where you're from. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Irish people can have very different yeah, actually, mama, yeah, I was going to say we do have very differing kind of levels of speed here. Yeah, we do actually. You'll probably realize, and funnily enough, some Irish people can come on and they can be really slow and really deadpan. No, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, we can have really some people. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you really want to hear somebody that can speak at a incomprehensible speed, look up. Now, it's not a nice thing to be looking up. I don't think so, but horse racing. look them up and look up Irish people talking about doing the announcements on sport or horse racing. It's my goodness. Yeah, you'll never think any rapper that you've ever heard is incomprehensible ever again. Or what's the guy, the scat man? You'll never think he's incomprehensible ever again. Or the auctioneers actually in a agricultural mart is oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think it must be, Stephanie, it must be a Celtic thing. I don't know. I don't know why. I've been told that too. It must be a, yeah, Celtic thing. Must be. I don't know, but yeah. So, oh yeah, this is, so I've moved on to stained glass. And I same character or different character. Well, same as in this is Ignitus, by the way. And this is Ignitus is my fire mage. So my fire mage here, so that means they produce fire, they can control fire, they can make fire, they're quite ashen and quite lava-like themselves. He is one such being, and that means that, am I doing this right? I don't think I'm doing this right. So that means also he can maybe make flame. Well, he can make flame, but make glass himself. I was thinking an interesting ability of fire mages possibly might be their ability to make glass. Yeah, so that might be quite interesting. So I'm just going to lower it down because he's quite small. So I would imagine in the underworld or in the other world or wherever the realm is where fire mages exist, one of the key things that is important to a fire mage is stained glass. And I feel like if a fire mage such as Ignitus here, so he's a knight, he is going to be worthy of having stained glass panels. Now, does he make those stained glass panels himself? Is it like a rite of passage to them? I don't know. I don't know. Or are they made by other fire mages to respect him? I don't know. But I feel like Andy, hi. Thanks for stopping by. Hello and welcome to chat. Hope you're okay. Welcome. Yeah, I jump from things too. I know, and certainly on live, I jump from things quite a lot. But yeah, I know, and I sort of forget or I lose the run of the train of my thought. I've just done so now, actually. I got distracted, but yeah. So fire mages. So I'm thinking, is it possible that he is this glass made for him by other fire mages because he is so powerful? And glass to a fire mage is a real, like, the medium of glass is probably their main way of honoring and doing art and expressing themselves. So yeah. And well, welcome, and Andy. I'm doing it at 1 p.m. from now on. So for the time being anyway, it's 1. So I don't know where you're from in the world. You don't have to say, but it seems to be suiting more people at 1. So I'm going to keep it at 1 for the time being, but you are welcome. I'm glad to have you back. And I'm drawing, doing ink like one of my OCs. I'm drawing some stained glass panels. So draw up a seat and sit and watch. Oh, Stephanie, that's sad. And as I'm talking, I'm losing the run of myself about what panels of stained glass. But as I mentioned, Fire Mages Day, and when I was researching stained glass, I kind of thought I can't do shade and shadow like I normally do. I'm going to have to actually block off everything. Yeah, I would imagine Ignitus being a fire mage, is he too hot to work up glass? I don't know. I had it in my head that some fire mages can indeed. He might be too powerful for working in glass himself. And the reason he is a knight is because his flame is so powerful. But is there other fire mages that make a panel of glass for him? I wonder about that actually. You raise an interesting point, Mama, about certain fire mages having a level of heat. That's interesting. And yeah, I wonder that about Ignitus himself too. And oh yeah, Andy, I have strawberries. So I'm eating those too. You got a book. What's the book? So I was actually, you got to tell me, I'm really interested in books. But yeah, I would imagine part of the fire mage whole, obviously, they're able to produce quite a heat. So yeah, is he too hot for making glass? I don't know. But certainly he has stained glass panels of him. And hopefully, oh no, wrong color. And I had a bottle of really yellow ink, and would you believe I cannot get it open? So we're going to have to just not add in. Yeah, not add. Oh, I have it open. The sun and the stars. Yeah, what is a reasonable? You're eating strawberries too? Oh my goodness. Yeah, a reasonable price. Now, there we go again. Long gone are the days when now I know I mentioned them and they're not the best of people, but Amazon used to sell books, certainly in my region, so secondhand books for 1 penny. Yeah, so, but I have to say, and I work in my job, some of you will know, but my job is to do with books. But yeah, that is quite expensive. That is quite expensive now. I don't know about the exchange rates, but books have gone way up in price. And also go to your libraries because it's free. But yeah. Some of you, if you know, you know. But yeah, they are. Yeah, tell me how much, because this is a topic that I have noticed with my bookish friends. I have quite a few. Yeah, how much? It is quite expensive, and but first of all, is it a new book? Because and if it's popular on the likes of say TikTok, it is going to be even more expensive. If it's a hardback, yeah, really expensive, really expensive. So I'm not surprised, but you got to tell me how much it was, because I'll tell you how much things are here as well. And yeah, we'll each shock ourselves. Yeah, I gotta know, because yeah, as I said, I do work in with books. So a bookish fiend. Now I like the word fiend more, Mama, I gotta say. And yes, Ignitus here, he does have an angel over him. I was in a cathedral and I took a picture of, I'm not sure if brown is the way to. I'm not sure if this brown is the way to go. But anyway, actually, I have white. Yeah. So I might actually go over that with white. But yeah, I was in a cathedral and I took some pictures of the stained glass. So that was my research done. And here's some white. Here is white ink and a little bit of brown mixed in. $25, is it? Or pounds, is it? Pounds. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, to be fair, if it's genuinely signed, yeah, I was thinking that crimson actually. I don't know why I thought brown for an instant, but oh dear. Okay, so white. I was hoping, this is watercolor underneath, by the way. So I'm hoping that light will be shining through him. So he will be a knight in shining armor. But yeah, if it's a signed book and if it's not a printed signature, if it is an actual signature, is that actually bad? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. Some people will say that is expensive, but I do know here that hardback books are usually, or soft copy books are usually about 29 to 32 euro. I can't work that out now, but that's usually what they are. So it kind of sounds a little bit similar. And then, the hardback is obviously a little bit more expensive, but yeah, yeah, book prices have gone way up, huge amount of inflation. I might think gold on his armor. But yeah, if you're gonna like, I always think with buying art supplies, I don't do too much art supplies. I'll do a haul every, just look over and see what I need to get or what I have used. If you're going to use that, and if you're going to love that thing, and if you're going to keep going back to it and rereading it or re-wearing it or reusing it, yeah, and if you're financially stable and you have enough money, I'm not going to judge anyone. And damn it, I can't get this gold. Oh no, I can't get the gold open. But anyway, can I? Ah, oh no! And I wanted gold armor for Ignitey. Oh yeah, I have it. Ugh, that doesn't look good. But yeah, so but yeah, I work in I might not say too much here, but I do work in well, kind of bookish myself, and overbuying books. And yeah, and buying literature, buying books and stocking, and yeah, they are gone really expensive. But I kind of think, well, everything is nowadays, sadly. That is just life. But I don't know if that's bad or not. I can't really say, but I do know everything has gone up. But if it brings you joy and if you're happy with it, well, yeah, I'm happy for you that you're happy with it. I was thinking gold armor for Ignitus here, so he has got gold armor, whereas Conrad here on the second page, silver. So yeah, so and in stained glass he can kind of get away with it. Gold armor might not be the best, but yeah. And it's based on his pose and all. He's based on actual pictures of stained glass that I did actually take pictures of on holiday. I should have actually brought them along, but I did not. Book swaps are so cool. I love doing book swaps. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you have enough, you have enough. Yeah, Crimson, he does have long legs because there's actually hooves, so they are behooved fire mages. So, and has horns too. So yeah, so he's quite tall. I would imagine he's taller than his contemporaries. I would imagine for a fire mage, they're probably not awfully big, but for some reason he's the exception. And I think in stained glass, they're kind of elongated to give that impression too, or to, they have to fill out their panel. Yeah, so yeah, no, he is quite tall, and he's behooved here too. Yeah, do what makes you happy. Mama, I do prefer physical books too, but I will say I do work in that line of work, and buying and stocking and keeping tabs and keeping eyes on things. And yeah, it's a funny old market. And also keeping tabs on, well, what's popular on the likes of, because funnily enough, TikTok and social media can drive an awful lot of well, not sales for me, but with bookshops, yeah, an awful lot of your sales. But oh, and also check out the library too. So yeah, so I'll name drop the library too, so yeah, check them out. um if you know, you know. But yes, so I find plate armor, it's obviously easier than the typical chainmail. So it's just the details underneath now is lost with the gold pen. But I'm hopefully going to be redoing them. As for the sword, I was thinking maybe silver. I'm not sure. And he has his helmet off by his feet. Oh, that's a pity. Yeah, that is a pity, actually. That is a pity. Hi, Oscar. Welcome. We were just talking about you, Oscar. Yeah, so we'll give you some paranoia there. Yeah, having a right old discussion about you. But yeah, I prefer physical books too, and yeah, the smell of Do you know what I like, Mama? When we get I might not say it, but when we get a delivery of new books, and first of all, it's like Christmas when you get a new book delivery. And when you open the box first, the smell of new paper, it would genuinely we hang over it and we sniff it because it's so good. It's so good. And I have this discussion with my friends, hot take, new books smell better than old books. But yeah, yeah, I think they do, and I'm not gonna change my opinion. Yeah, Crimson it is, but I didn't want it to cover his head because I want it to look like I want like say they went to stained glass and the night that I'm basing it on are the the stained glass panel. The knight had his helmet on the ground because they wanted to view his face as well. So that's actually what I thought was quite interesting. And yeah, a helmeted one would be quite. It's quite kind of the not the personality, but the portrait. You're losing the portrait, but yeah, it is. That's why I put it there. Because there's no other place. I don't know where a natural place would be for it other than that in a panel. But yeah, yeah. So nostalgia hit with book smell. Yeah, I have to agree. I gotta agree there. Now, will I do his plate armor? And he has a cloak behind. I was just thinking what color. Now, I wanted to keep we might go back and check on Conrad in a bit. He's just drying off here to the side. Funnily enough, actually, dentist smell is something I really love. And yeah, hot take, I actually love dentist smell. Mm, certain smells I do like more. But we might let Ignitey dry. Ignitey. Yeah, I actually really like it, Mama. I maybe other people don't, but I actually really love it. Yeah, yeah, I do too, Meep. Yeah, I agree. I think it's very clean and we'll do the angel here. I tell you what, while his armor is drying and I think about what colors to put on his cloak, we'll do the angel wings and we'll see. So yeah, ignite us with stained glass. So he's working out a little bit. I think he's looking well. Oh yeah, hospital smell. Now that is another smell actually, and yeah, I actually kind of like hospital smell. I think it's quite clean, and yeah, little bit of nostalgia there for me as well. So yeah, I probably should have put the lighter here. This is a new ink, but anyway, this angel here, I wanted them to have wings a little bit like flame as well, because the main point of Ignitus and Fire Mage is, of course, flame. Um, yeah, new book smell it has. It's got that it is a very distinct smell. I think it's kind of there's a freshness to it, whereas really old, really like really old paperback books, they've got a lovely smell too, but I just think I like the new smell. Because it's like newspaper smell, the old one. It's a nice smell, but there's a musk to it, whereas new books have a sharpness to them. New car smell. Now, funnily enough, me, but new car smell is something that actually makes me nauseous. Isn't that funny? And I don't know why. And everybody else, there's certain smells I get overwhelmed by. I don't like them. And like church smells, yeah, the kind of musky stonework. But new car smell for some reason, for some reason it gets into the back of my sinuses, and yeah. But I know, yeah, I don't either. I don't either. Oh my goodness, twins, Mama. But yeah, I don't like new car smell either. Maybe you might be the only one, but yeah, yeah, I know what I know a lot of people, new car smell is the thing for them. Or freshly mown grass, actually, for some people. I don't know. Um, oh, you're doing an art swap. Oh my goodness, that actually sounds really cute. Oh, you're doing an art swap. Is that your is it art of their OC? Now, I might not be able to go around this angel's wings, but it's giving Ignitus's armor time to dry. How are we doing on time? Okay. The black sheep cat. I know. Like I know. Just everybody's different, aren't they? So yeah, yeah. Certain smells now I really don't like. So am I smudging? I think no, I'm not. But yeah, or oh hi, Icy Love. Yeah, hi, yeah, actually, Icy Love, we were talking earlier about what were we talking about? Oh yeah, sinuses and things like that. Yeah, I get that in the summer, and yeah, I don't like freshly mown grass either. No, no. And eggs, no meat. I don't like eggs either. There's a lot of things actually I like complaining about and that I don't like. Yeah, I get what you mean too. There's another one after rain actually. Is petrichor, I think is what it's called. It's quite a nice kind of odor to me. Now, so for anybody that is just newly joined, I hope his armor isn't going to smudge. So anyway, we were working on yeah, pine trees sometimes, Mama. Yeah, pine trees is not a scent I like. Well, they're kind of is it pine? It's something that yeah, or honeysuckle. It's too much nearly. Um oh yeah, thank you, Mama. Thank you, thank you. I think everybody here is just kind of just the original the art group. Yeah, I think so. But hello and welcome, I see love. I think long time no see, but I am going to be doing this from one onwards for the time being. So yeah, so probably catching you at a better time too. But hello and welcome, and hopefully your Sunday is a really nice Sunday and is treating you well. Yeah, Oscar, I know exactly that particular scent you're talking about, and it's a patina, isn't it? Of old wood and old varnish. So we're going to keep drawing with Conrad. So this is Conrad. Now, funnily enough, coffee is one thing I really love the smell of. So Silver is Silver's a cool name. Silver is a cool name. Now, one day, Conrad, anyway, so I was drawing, I had went on a bit of a night kick. And yes, that's Ignitus there. And so then I know. Well, one so far, so I'll be at one every first Sunday. So hopefully, it's gonna. I think it's working out better for everyone. So yeah, this is Conrad. So and Ignitus here. Yeah, yeah. I actually like cold coffee even as well. It's quite a don't like tea, but cold coffee. So this is Conrad, and I have been drawing him. He's not. He's a little bit bitey, as we can see, and he's got a little bit of an extra mouth, we'll say. Um, yeah, I am too, Mama. I absolutely am too. And Oscar, I think you're a coffee girl too. But yeah, um, I'm going to leave Ignitus, so I'm going to do one to the other, to the other, to the other. He's just a little guy. So yeah, so I'm going to get back to Conrad. I'm not sure how the stream is going, how I won't say how interesting it is, but I'm just going to keep flipping back and forward because I wanted this ink. I don't want it to smudge. Yeah, now, funnily enough, hot chocolate is a thing I kind of think you can be very hit and miss with where you go. Oh no, that ink, hopefully it hasn't spilled. Now, so my workspace is quite strong. An Essa? No, I haven't heard of an Essa. No. Am I getting, yeah. No, I haven't actually. I don't think it's a thing over here actually. Essa, what is that? What is an Essa? I can trust you guys because I know you've been here before. I can trust that it's not gonna be something, dodgy, so, I can say it out loud. Yeah, so I get it, I get it. Okay. Oh, so yours is silver. Ah, right, right. I see, I see. Now I understand. I actually thought it was a coffee maker. Because it sounds like a coffee maker too. Yeah, I that's the okay, I didn't know it was actually called a name. Ah, right, right. Oh, cute, cute. Now, so it might be a little bit too dark on Conrad's armor here, but yeah, I'm sort of blending and mixing sort of these inks, and they're behaving themselves. I'm glad to see. But I feel I know his throat now in this is not very protected, but it's not very protected here. But I find with the need to feed. Yeah, I'm really bad at them too. I just don't remember them. Zeno. Oh, Zeno's a cool name too. I really like that name. Um, I was gonna say something. Yeah, so if Conrad here, he's the helm here looks a little bit strange. Because it flaps open, obviously, like the to give the face, can be open. But I had a design thinking that if he has another mouth, so to speak, yeah, like a gorget over the throat. Oh, Zenith is a cool name. Ooh, for Griffin here. Ooh, very cool. Conrad and Zenith. Well, I like that actually. Flying to a Zenith. Yeah, that could work. That could. There could be a girl Griffon. I don't know, but could be one too. But yeah, I'd imagine he has some kind of like a chainmail skirt. Um, I know, I see, I know, and then I'm thinking, is it something really rude that I'm really afraid to say? And I don't know, I don't know what this means. And I'm kind of thinking it's a US based one, so I definitely won't know it. So yeah, I know, and I'm kind of thinking, help, send help, please. Yeah, tell me what that means, or I'll try to Google it. I think Zenith it might work for them. Yeah, I know. I have to Google these things quite a lot, and then I'm hoping that it's it's not going to take me somewhere really bad. Yeah, I get that, particularly on Discord, and sometimes I feel like people are talking in hieroglyphics, or another language. And in often cases, languages do change. Now, I was thinking maybe with Conrad here, the gorget obviously protects the throat, but I'm not sure if I can get it correctly here. I'll have to work that out more. I do plan to draw him a little bit more with armor. And oh, use your original. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness, Andy, that is really cute. Lost, hi. Oh my goodness, hi, hi, Lost, hi. You're swinging by. I hope is everything okay with you? Hope your Sunday is okay. But hi, Lost, hi. We drawn, I won't say vampires, but potentially vampires. And I'm working out how to kind of draw it so that his mouth. So he does have two, Conrad. How that can get a good run for itself in supposing he needs to eat something. So does he probably uses the two, and that leads me on to maybe I need to draw his anatomy at some stage. Um and yeah, I am mixing inks, and the silver now I'm finding is quite difficult to mix. So but yeah, I'm oh, that's way too dark. Yeah, you have, yeah, that is all. Yeah, I have my childhood bear too, but I never gave him a name. Yeah, oh, I had one from when I was in an incubator. So yeah, yeah, I was there. So it was that. So I do have that one somewhere. But Lee said, but anyway, yeah. So he does have another mouse. and his other mouth does scream. And yeah, he does have teeth in that other mouth, so potentially much worse. Not as nice teeth as I don't know what has went wrong with it. Looks like a motorcycle helmet now. But yeah, something here has went wrong. So yeah, maybe yeah, there. We're fixing them. Um, yeah, I know. Isn't that I only have one from that time when I was very little and very weak. But yeah. But yeah, his mouth does open up. There's second now. I think he's got two. I don't think it's the whole long mouth here. But I don't like the look of when the helmet comes up and you just see this kind of grinning mouth with fish teeth on it. Yeah, so I don't like that. But Oscar, you're one of my own mods. You're fine in what you say here, honestly. Honestly, you know my rules. But I didn't see that by the way, so I don't know what it was. But you're fine. Um, I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so yeah, it looks kind of some of these knight armor. It kind of looks like I've never attempted. Yeah, how? Yeah, Conrad, me boy, how do you yawn? Does the first mouth, does his normal kind of mouth here? Actually, yeah, you got me wondering, Mama. Do the two of them yawn? ah, ah. Oh dear. Okay, okay. Yeah, and Andy too. I wouldn't miss that either. I don't live alone myself, and sometimes I wish I do, but I don't. But yeah, so does he yawn? Is he capable of that? Yeah, and it's kind of creepy to imagine. He kind of is he like an SCP or something? He sort of reminds me of that a little bit the more I kind of think about him, or a analog horror kind of a creature now. And actually, Lost, if you're still here, it's we did a bit of Ignitus with stained glass. And yeah, so yeah, I remember you saying that actually. Yeah, and yeah, well, those are people you choose more so. So yeah, yeah. If you're happy, that's good. That's all that matters. I actually don't have any tattoos, so and no, I don't really desire to get them, but I might later in years get my own kitty, get hers one. I might do that. It's just where I don't know. Mhm. Mm, Mama, we need a night analog horror. Well, I don't know if that classes as analog horror, but I've been saying, is that his cloak? Oh, that's his cloak. Um, I've been saying this that we need more medieval horror. And I feel like the horror is that one day, like as I said, Conrad here, he stumbles. Yeah, because of my work, of course. Yeah, exactly. Hidden, like yeah, you gotta be professional as well. But yeah, Conrad he stumbles upon this tower and needs a rest. And the maidens in this tower they are not human and have a little bit of an appetite for blood and meat. And yeah, it goes down from there. So it goes badly, and he comes out the worst of it. But he comes out kind of a different kind of creature than how he entered that tower. So yeah, and I do want to draw him a little bit more, and I particularly maybe October I might. I have an idea that I will draw him in like lying in a tomb. I know it sounds morbid, but he's actually sleeping in that tomb. And is that tomb is it carved in his own image? It would be quite like a little bit like Dracula in a coffin. I go in kind of traditional goth kind of yeah kind of vibes. But yeah, is he lying in his own carved tomb? sort of symbolizing like like the death of what he was as a creature before this. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to think about it lying in a Gsand tomb. Yeah. Yeah, I think actually maybe it would be quite funny that Ignatius his probably buddy down the future comes upon him and that's how they meet. Yeah, give me 5 more minutes, I'm getting dressed. Yeah, all right, I just have to put my second mouth away. Yeah, yeah, I think it's quite funny to imagine that that's how Ignatius comes upon him, how they first become buddies, that one day he too is traveling on his own path. And he comes upon this, old cathedral crumbling ruin, and again vibes. And he basically finds this kind of sarcophagus and with a carving on it, and from within, who's that? Only well, it's not a someone dead within. It is somebody sleeping, and yeah, 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 and he kind of Conrad. I think maybe at first he thinks, "Ooh, someone to blood," and but then realizes, well, actually, this guy is shooting fire from his claw tips, so might not be the best idea to try and drink his blood, because it might be a little bit hot, like lava. So I think maybe they sort of reach an agreement there, and Ignatius probably being it. Well, they both probably have a code to uphold, but I'd imagine maybe Ignatius sees him, and if he's lying asleep or lying like digesting, decides, well, I could strike, but if I did not live by my code of chivalry, I could end him with a sword, but because I have a code of chivalry and I will not strike anyone else if they are vulnerable, he doesn't. And lucky for you, Conrad, you are not going to be struck down by a fire mage. Now you might befriend that fire mage, but you're not going to be struck down by him. So yeah, yeah. He's a bit, yeah, Ignatius is a little bit hot, all right. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I never got into that actually, Mama. So but yeah, I'd imagine he's a little bit spicy, all right, as a fire mage blood goes. It's probably like genuine like lava. So we'll try his Conrad's helm here. And like I was saying earlier, it's a little bit birdy looking. A little bit. So, but I like the idea that he's lying in his Gsant tomb. There's a nice word to look up, and along comes Ignatius, and yeah, yeah, it's basically give me a minute or two. I'm a little busy. Yeah, kind of like that scene in probably one of the Dracula films, anyway. But where he kind of cracks open the lid of the coffin and just sees him with blood around his mouth. But yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually, funnily, Andy, yeah, the werewolf is coming out, I think, in that film, the Robert Eggers film in I think it's December here it's coming out, and I really want to see that. It's kind of typical werewolfy kind of. And I was talking earlier about medieval horror, that there's not enough of it. And no, there's not enough of it, but yeah, that kind of scratches an itch that I think I have. Now I do like this look, so I'm going to keep that look. I don't know. I don't know if it is. I don't know how it's going to go. I'm trying to stay away when I'm going to see a film. I stay away from reviews of it until I have seen the film. But it apparently was written in like Old English. But yeah, yeah. It's apparently written in Old English. Oh no, that's too dark. But yet I don't know. I've yet to find good evidence of that because all of the ads are all kind of, you know, somewhat archaic, but they don't seem to be like, because Old English sounds very like little bit like Dutch actually, or very old German. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have high hopes for it, to be quite honest. As in like language wise or looks wise, but I'll still go along and see it. But werewolf movie, but we haven't had one of those in ages, I feel. But yeah, yeah, I don't know if I have hopes for it now. But we'll see. I might be nicely disappointed, or nicely surprised, I should say. Oh dear, I hope he's okay. Okay, but thank you for joining, Stephanie. And I will be back first Sunday in September, but I hope your friend is okay. But thank you for joining, and I hope the rest of your month is really nice, and the rest of your day too. Thank you, I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know about this werewolf one that's coming out. I keep something is telling me I don't have. Do I have hope? I don't know. And yes, goodbye, goodbye. I went to see the Odyssey as well, actually, and yeah, I don't know if anyone else has seen the Odyssey. I don't know. I was kind of left feeling a little bit. I'm the sort of person that I look at what people are wearing in a film, and what costumes, and again the overall vibes. And yeah, I felt like it was a little bit lacking in that department. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there is a. It's called Werewolf, and it's coming out. I think well here December 25th. But Robert Eggers, the same guy who did the Nosferatu one. So yeah, have a look at it and see. I might send you the details of that meep whenever. But I'm going to leave that Helm there because I kind of I tipped the camera. Oh dear. Oh. Yeah, yeah. I haven't. I seen the Odyssey and I kind of thought. Oh, Grendel's mother. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Mm. Now that's interesting because I was actually thinking maybe I could draw these vampy boys and fire mage boys and girls again in October. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of drawing Conrad a little bit more. So we're going to leave that layer to dry and we're going to go back to Ignitus. And I think, yeah, I'm going to draw what in October. I might just do a pick and mug water break. So what I was going to do for October was I was going to get the picking mug and put in like say Gorgon and vampire and things like that in the picking mug. And yeah, I believe so, Meep. I believe it. Canary yellow. Oh yeah. I was going to do that, and I was going to draw. Say I pick a vampire from it. Well, I'm going to do the vampire. Say I'm going to. I've lost my blue ink as well. Oh dear, give me a second, and I shall find it. But I have lost it, and I don't know where it is. And there's red ink. Yeah, Gorgons. I know. And where is it? Yeah, I know. So what I was going to do is, here is no, that's blue. It's like where is it? And I have them. I wouldn't mind, but I have everything neatly lined up all around me. It just doesn't stay like that. But anyway, here we go. Was I going to do red? I don't know now what I'm getting really confused. Yeah, I know Gorgons now. I was thinking maybe I might draw Conrad here, and maybe I might draw him in the coffin. I was hoping for maybe a proper feeding pose, because as he has, as we've pointed out several times, he has another mouth. It would be really interesting to have that upon a battle scene. And it would be quite something. So I was thinking maybe I might try and do that. Yeah. I have several blues. I don't know which blue is the right blue. Um, Give me a second. Here it is. Yeah, I found the right blue. Bluey, yeah. So, are we right on? Here we go. Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, and I wanted to kind of maybe push out the kind of another mout as he has. So it might be quite interesting. Put a vampire into the pick and mug. Yeah, Dad. Yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. I would I recommend? I don't think so. Andy. Yeah, I kind of thought it was a little bit. Yeah, it's quite a long film now as well. I mean, there was times in it now where my bum was getting quite sore and my attention was going elsewhere. But it is quite a big, long epic. Like think the likes of Troy, but I still think Troy was a little bit more expansive and a little bit more enjoyable. But it is that kind of similar vibes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Well, Ignitey here has a blue cloak, and I think I've got a mistake there going. But yeah, yeah. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I forgot again. Yeah, so I do want to draw my OC. I might draw Conrad in October, as he has another mouth and he must scream. And I was going to do that, so I might do that in October, as in vampire. When I put vampire into the picking mug, that indeed might be him, along with Gorgon ladies and gargoyle ladies and more maybe Snake Man. I might do that. But yeah, yeah, and I want to push out kind of the horror aspect. Yeah, it's very polarizing. I kind of feel like some people, like, there's no meh about it. It kind of seems to be I really really like it, or I really really don't. Yeah, I kind of yeah. Um, that's what I have heard. Well, yeah, that's what I heard prior to it, and I think you're right there. What was I going to say? Yeah, I mean, people, I kind of thought it was a case of, if you didn't know the writing, if you didn't know the story, which I don't. I'm not. I'll admit freely, I'm not very big on mythology as a whole. I know I draw fantasy creatures, but that doesn't mean I know much about them. And yeah, yeah. So I wasn't very big on that anyway going into it, and yet at the same time, I still kind of felt it was a little bit, yeah, lacking maybe. And kind of put me off, and I still think, like, some Christopher Nolan films can be very like that. He can be very polarizing kind of director. I find some of them very, yeah, long and kind of, it's like, come on, you can tell. Oh, somebody's leaving. All right, bedtime, bedtime. But thank you. And it is probably a better time for you too. So you're welcome. And thank you for joining. I think chat is very quiet today, but that's okay. That's okay. I like an intimate little kind of just art pick. I'm not sure how long I'll go for. So it is just gone half two. I might go to three. And once again, I don't think I am going to finish anything, of course, but I want to give other people time to go about their day and prepare for their own stream. But yeah, I found it was very, yeah, I don't know if I would I even recommend it. I don't know. That's all I'm saying is, yeah, would I recommend it? Um, if you're into kind of quite, big epics, it's not biblical, but if you're into quite big epics, maybe. Yeah, yeah, you do like it, yeah. Oh yeah, I know, Lower Olympus. I think as we've spoken before, I remember me and you having that discussion over Lower Olympus, and I yeah, I know. I know I didn't like it. I still don't like it. I can't. No, and you're right, because I just thought, oh, the characters as well, the look of the characters, they're all the same. They all look the same. And I know I say that I have same face syndrome. And I'll freely admit that. But I was looking at characters and they all kind of just look, there's nothing really that pushes out the boat on them. They're quite like, to say like they're Grecian gods. They just look like kind of humans in a nightclub to me. Yeah, it's kind of like, could we not give them a little bit more features that are quite, like gods don't have to be human, that's what I think anyway. You can agree or disagree, but they don't. Yeah, but it was very, yeah, I didn't like Lore Olympus. I'm not really big into mythology anyway. I say as I draw mythology characters, but yeah, yeah. Oh, you read the Odyssey? Yeah, I haven't. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what part that is that they left out, but I know some people did say that, yeah, there was a bit left out. And I don't want to give spoilers if anyone is going to see it, but there was kind of monsters in it that I was happy with, and I thought, oh wow, and there was other monsters that I was kind of thinking, well, I want more on them, but more would stress out the runtime. Yeah, I like, yeah, like Percy Jackson is a good adaptation, and Percy Jackson is quite by Rick Riordan, but yeah, Percy Jackson is good, and it is very popular. But I feel like Laura Olympus. I just feel like there was something lacking in it, and yeah, there was a lot lacking in it, I think, and even the style of the look of everything. I honestly don't know how it was that popular, really, and I feel like I'm being really mean saying this, but yeah, it was kind of maybe like it was set in. If you don't know, Lore Olympus, Mama, it's set in like it's modern day, but it's Hades or the underworld. Well, yeah, the underworld. It's set in kind of like they're driving cars, and it's they're I think Persephone is she going to high school, or is it like university? I'm not sure, but yeah, yeah, it's kind of. I mean, I'm fine, but yeah, I did feel like there's something a little bit, yeah, lacking about that. I don't know. Not problematic, but maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's a hard one. Like a lot of mythology does contain not very nice elements sometimes, but yeah, she's college. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. Yeah, so she's. Yeah, she's proper 18, and I mean he is. I mean he was like in his 50s, was he, or quite like quite old. This was Lower Olympus, so it was a kind of a modern retelling, like a webtoon of Hades and Persephone. And I do feel like this with I yeah, Mama, you were saying, or was it see you were thinking about here's Hugh, by the way, and his shapeshifter son, and Henrietta. I do often feel like there's some elements that yeah, is somebody going to find this problematic? I don't know. Um, and with Conrad here, if he was in that tower, and that is his own heart, by the way. Yeah, it's kind of, it's a little bit, if you want to go like that. I don't know. But anyway, so Ignitus, he is taking shape. I'm not going to finish him. I know I'm not, but we'll. And I had such lovely ideas. I had such lovely thoughts. I might carry on with his other portrait here. I suppose trying to do too much per stream. But yeah, some mythology. Have I seen mythology? I tell you what, I kind of. The thing with Persephone and Hades was where, yeah, she was going to, yeah, so she had 6 months with Hades in the underworld and 6 months in our world. So yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's a hard story to kind of kind of make kind of well, make it well done or make it convincing, and because there's has to be like there was a lack of consent there, of course. So yeah, it's kind of, and in a lot of mythology and in a lot of monsters, vampires too, and shapeshifters, there's like a lack of consent. I don't know. I know my ideas. I have this great idea to start with, and then of course chat or something happens, and it's gone. So I might just continue. I've done his sword a little bit. Yeah, it's lesson learned. The next time I'm not going to be painting in ink for a live stream because I'm way too slow at it. But yeah, yeah, at least I'm getting some of it done. Now what I'm gonna do is get them pens out of the way. So yeah, even with Conrad here, like when he went to that tower, he did not have it in his head that he was going to exit that tower a different creature. Um, yeah, I know. It's gone. It'll have to stay gone. But yeah, so Conrad, when he left that, like he did not stop in that tower on his journey and think, well, I'm going to be a different creature when I leave this tower. Now that can be viewed kind of a little bit problematic-ish. Yeah, so and like those ladies probably did they ask him? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. And the same for Hugh with Henrietta. Like Henrietta was tipping along and in her way, and her lover, and then like was he deceased when she ate his spine and drank his spinal fluids? I don't know. And yeah, there's that too. So, yeah, that's kind of the whole element of horror and body horror and vampires and shapeshifters. Like there's that kind of thing we gotta, think about. But I still draw them, still have characters like them. But yeah, so the same for in Persephone in the Hades myth. But especially yeah, and then I mean I guarantee that Conrad did not want to go into that tower and become a vampiric being with another mouth in his throat. I guarantee he didn't want that, but it happened. So yeah, yeah. And what his thoughts about what happened, well, he still proclaims to Ignitus that he's still a knight and he's still noble and brave, and it doesn't matter what he is. And yeah, Ignitus luckily just agrees, yeah, it doesn't matter what you are because you're still noble and brave and you still have a chivalric code. But someone else could say, well, no, you're a vampire. You're going to drink blood. You're going to attack us. So yeah, so and we're not keeping you, or we don't want you in our Templar circle. But yeah, yeah, it's that kind of thing. And yeah, yeah. He can impress all the ladies, isn't that right, Meep? So yeah, I don't know if they would be impressed by that, maybe horrified. Yeah, yeah, it's that kind of icy. It's that I kind of want for Conrad that he kind of still has a chivalric code, and he still it's really strong with him. And Ignitus can see it's really strong with him, but he's kind of thinking, well, if I bring you around other people, are you going to drink from them? Are you going to drain them out? So yeah, a little bit like you could do that with a werewolf character too. It would be quite interesting. But yeah. And the funny thing is, like, he probably, like, biologically, as his body has changed, that's probably going to slow them down on their quest. So, like, I imagine with Conrad here, he has with the mouse, the second mouse, like his anatomy is going to be different. So he's got quite a large, like he's got a like one like rather than intestines, like one large kind of stomach, and he's able to feast on quite a lot, like drink quite a lot for quite some time. But then afterwards, he needs to process that, and it might take maybe like 3 days or something. And he needs to be safe while doing so. So then, that's going to slow down process. So you have to kind of think of that too. And the same for Ignitus if he is traveling or he's on a quest. If the quest is through a misty or watery plane, well, he's not going to be able to do that because he is fire. So yeah, so it's kind of, and they kind of have to come to terms with their bodies now. And well, Ignitus was always a fire mage, but yeah, so they kind of have to think of that. It's quite an interesting kind of, and all the while, Ignitus is secretly kind of maybe worried that, oh goodness, is this guy going to get me into trouble? So am I going to come upon this, a citadel or something, and is he going to attack because he needs to eat? And yeah, so am I going to have to, defend, but also, defend his honor, but also kind of uphold, a chivalric code? There's that kind of yeah, and am I mad in taking him on? There's that kind of thing too. So yeah, and I think it's kind of like a struggle with him, and he kind of a little bit like that character in Harry Potter. Oh, the werewolf character. Oh, what was his name? Gilderoy Lockhart, I think. And yeah, so he kind of had this kind of with being a werewolf. So yeah, Lupin, that was it, Lupin. And yeah, I'm not too big on Harry Potter either, but yeah, it was Lupin. And Gilderoy Lockhart was something. Yeah, Professor Lupin was Lockhart something similar, no? But yeah, and he kind of like being a werewolf, and I always thought a big risk in employing one, but the same with Ignitus here. Like it is a big risk in kind of taking a vampire under your wing, essentially. But at the same time, Ignitus himself is quite a big risk. Because yeah, his main element is fire, so that's quite risky too. And to anybody that would want to employ him, knight for hire, yeah, that is they have to kind of and with Conrad too, they have to kind of accept that. Yeah, that's the risk. But I don't know what they do. Lockhart, yeah, Lockhart. He stole others' work and claimed it. Yeah, claimed it as his own. I think. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, it's years and years since I've saw the movies and never really read the books actually. But yeah, it's that Lupin then. What was Remus Lupin? I think. Yeah, Remus Lupin. But yeah, this kind of thing that yeah, Ignitus says, should I employ this vampire? Should I? Well, not employ him, but should I allow him on? They do probably cross paths every now and again. I imagine Conrad goes his own way too. But yeah, should I employ? Should I let him on this quest with me? And are they going to be bros for the? Yeah, you're right, Mama. Yeah, you're right. And are they going to be bros for the entire quest, or will one turn against the other? Will one get the other in trouble? I don't know. It's quite a a risk on both sides, I think, maybe, or certainly more to Ignitus, but he's a fully grown fire mage. He reckons he can look after himself, and Conrad is also fully grown, but yes, he has changed, and he just needs to get used to this. But yeah. And has Ignitus got to hang around in dank old monasteries while Conrad is basically just digesting his last meal for the last 3 days. So has he got to do that? Now the ink here does smudge a little bit, and I'm not too happy with that. I'm going to try and see can I clean it up. That's the worst of these inks. They can quite bleed into each other, and that one I'm really Really slow progress. But yeah, I'm never ever doing inks on stream again. Because I won't be finishing, Mama, when it's your stream and I'm on your stream. I'll still be doing this. So yeah, you can ask me how Ignitus and Conrad are coming along. The answer is barely, because yeah, tipping along. I don't think I can get his armor done. What I will do is I will eat the second last strawberry, and maybe have a water break. But yeah, yeah. So, mm-mm. So we got some progress. Mama, you can say what you like, because I'll be on your stream and I'll be should I say I will be modding on your stream, but maybe I shouldn't say that, but I will be keeping an eye on your stream, so you can talk, because I never shut up, so I can talk to myself anyway. But yeah, so we got some progress done. We definitely did. I'm not sure if it's. I would have liked a little bit more progress, but yeah, some progress, some indeed. So some did. I'm just trying to move my camera so I don't knock it down. And cover my strawberries. Yeah, and so we got some. Oh my goodness, why is this tilted? Oh no, it's not supposed to be tilted. There we go. I got a strawberry blanket as well. So, but yeah, I was thinking for Conrad. I choose the colors. I might move this down a little bit. So I choose the colors for Conrad. I choose because I wanted him. I said it a little bit earlier, probably before you joined. He's quite I like the whole, like, as we were saying, Paragon. I kind of want him to be like the epitome of, like, it is going to sound a little bit strange, but the epitome of somebody that's pure and does have an event happen in their lives that they are now a creature that has to contend with this kind of new form. And but I still think that red really rich cerezes and reds really work well for him, along with the paleness of him. And I think Ignitus here, his flame is originally blue and green, but I think for the purpose of the stained glass, I think I was right in going maybe red and yellow. I don't know. I might change it. I'll see. I might do a background. I'm not sure. But I think in comparison, one is white and one is blue. I think it really kind of I think I was right in that color contrast. And I'm happy with how they look. It's just that I'm going to have I'm going to be finishing them for the next 2 days by the speed of me with ink. I don't know how Kent manages so well, but this is the last strawberry. And yeah, fairly big, so I'll see can I get it in one. Yeah, I got it in one. So it just shows you how big my mouth is. Well, nearly as big as Conrad's neck mouth, actually. But yeah, the artist, it might have been, yeah. So I don't know if red works well on stained glass, so I might play around with him a little bit more. But I will, of course, be posting. So that's the end of the strawberries, and I'm going to say that's probably the end of the stream. And it's probably going to be better suiting me at 1 from the time being. So yeah, so it's going to be better for the time being. So I'm going to keep going at 1. And what time are we at? So the next stream will be Sunday, the 6th of September. Yeah, so the 6th of September at 1 p.m. So this time, snakes probably. They could have used a red such as to downplay his power. Yeah, actually, yeah. No, you're right, me, because he does have normal. He's normally a little bit kind of green and blue, and you're right. Like the green and the blue can be hot or fire. So yeah, so he's naturally his fire is hotter. I don't know how Conrad is managing to tolerate it. Maybe he's not very heat sensitive now. Maybe he's got a loss of nerves. Maybe that he's a vampire creature now. That's quite an interesting thought. But he's not concerned that this new knight is on fire basically. So he probably thinks he's ended up in hell anyway. And I did want to surround him. This is not my favorite, but I wanted to surround him with a coffin to signify like a like the death of one form of his life and the sort of rebirth of another, and the tower. Now, interesting, yeah, so I think maybe actually that's quite funny. Does he only hang out with Ignitus because Ignitus is warm? Yeah, maybe is he always cold? I don't know. Is he like a cat and he only likes Ignitus because he is warm? That's quite an interesting. It would be quite funny. And it would be quite funny to see them like kind of on both their steeds and Ignitus realizing, hey, you only like me because I'm warm. Yeah, so and he basically says, well, yeah, of course. But yeah, because I'm always cold. Yeah, and the ink is shiny as well, so I'm really proud of that. And yeah, so and I don't know the ops or the name, I've forgotten the name, but yeah, I think the armor that they wear is also so he probably is immune to the flames, but I think he gets a little bit close because he's so cold. Maybe I do like that, and the fact that guy, you're sleeping around in stone lined sarcophagus, you are going to be cold. But yeah, so that's kind of you're not making it any better for yourself, really. And he does kind of look like icy kind of character, but I think his personality, I'm not sure, it might be a little bit icy too. But yeah, I'll have to think about that more, and I do promise myself, that I'm going to draw more of them. But yeah, I do like the fact that he's only hanging out with Ignitus for the warmth. But yeah, that's kind of funny actually. But I prefer the Griffin armor. I do prefer the Griffin armor. I've got a suite now, but yeah, I do prefer the Griffin armor. And I'm not sure the helm here worked, but I do like that helm. So I'm going to stick with the birdie team for Conrad. And I was going to do a yeah, I will do the more silver armor, but anyway. He does view, yeah, I imagine, and similarly, I think Ignitus views him as still very noble as well. Hence why Ignitus did not run him through with a sword when he seen him lying there just digesting a large amount of blood. Ignitus kind of thought, well, due to the chivalric code, and also you are also a knight, and you are also going to be quite brave, I'm not going to run you through. But I think he does he has to kind of admit to himself, well, this guy, he is perfect as one, and he is really brave, and he is really good at what he does. But yeah, he's also warm. So yeah, so the main thing is warmth. But the second thing is also, he's pure of heart and he's noble too. And yeah, I don't know what about, he probably just has to get his own blood. But that's probably the dynamic. Probably the dynamic I'm going to go with. And yeah. So I'm going to go now because it's just 3 o'clock. And I know, Mama, you have a stream coming up later. And I really want to get ready and prepare for that. So I'm going to cut it here. And I'm going to love you guys, and I'm going to leave you guys, and any of you that joined, and everyone that joined, and everyone that's still here. Thank you very, very much for being a great chat. It was a quiet chat today. We seem to be extra quiet, but everybody was here that I knew, and I'm really happy with that. And yeah, and thank you. Hopefully this September we'll see each other again. And Meep, thank you. But I'm going to love you guys, and I'm going to leave you guys because, Mama, I'll see you later in your stream. And yeah, and oh yeah, and I see love if you are actually, because you don't know Mama, but head over to Mama's channel, and she streams maybe. It's always 6 o'clock for me, but I'm not sure at your time, Mama. Sorry, but head over, and yeah, we kind of we get up to fun there too. But it was a really quiet stream, but I enjoyed it. However, gonna love you guys, gonna leave you guys, and oh, don't worry, Mama, don't worry. But thank you very, very much, and bye.